Chapter 7, Part 1, What Some Treatment Programs Are Like. Realize again, I made sure to save myself and said some treatment programs, and I want to clarify that this is definitely some programs. There are a lot of good programs out there. Please, haters, don't come after me. I'm not calling everybody out. I'm not saying it's me and it's my program and everyone else is terrible. That's not what I'm saying. I'm trying to raise the standards. You guys know, if you run a good program, you know there's programs out there that don't have high standards. So please don't come at me with your slings and arrows. In this chapter, I went into the fact that many treatment facilities, treatment centers, rehabs, when you check in, they don't have a program. And they say, well, what do you mean they don't have a program? They are a program. Yeah, okay, I get it. They don't have a curriculum, maybe is a better way to explain it. They don't have A, B, C, D, E, F, G that you have to check off to progress. And I use the example of the third grade in the book where I say, well, you're supposed to be reading at a certain level, writing at a certain level, and doing math at a certain level. And you can take tests. And if you pass the tests, you pass the third grade. And if you don't pass the tests, then you don't pass the third grade. Or, you do pass the third grade, but you're not at a third grade level. So that is the standard that I see is not happening in many rehabs out there. They are, if you go to rehab there, it's like, okay, it's time, meetings and therapy, medications and paperwork. That's rehab. Usually there'll be a 12-step program. There'll be a method of getting you from somewhere to somewhere else in other words, they may say, well, we want you to be through step 3 of the 12 steps before you leave rehab. But they know that rehab is timed. And so you may not even make it through step 1. And at that 28th day or 30th day, you're done and you have to go. So they'll may give you a sponsor to work with you or something like that. I'm not saying that these people don't care. They absolutely, well, I don't want to say absolutely. Many of them do care. Many of them are passionate. They have different types of groups. They have different types of talks. They bring in guest speakers hoping to inspire you. They have you read different books. They have you do these different things hoping that you're going to get it. They want you to get it. Most of them are not in the business for you to not get well. They want you to get well. They just may not know all the ways to help you, but they're doing their best. I really believe in having a standard. And for example, in the Elevate program, there's a standard for each phase of completion of the program. So if you're going to complete phase 1, you have to do these specific things. You have to do this paperwork, this curriculum. You have to answer questions. You have to do things in the real world. You have to speak to your parents and you have to have a conversation about this specific topic. And you have to address these specific things and you have to get their feedback and you have to present that in an exercise. And that can be a difficult thing to do. But we help our clients. And because our clients know that they have to do it in order to progress in the program, whether they want to or not, they will do it because they know that we have a standard that has to be met. And we just try to uphold that standard as we go. That's what I think is missing from many other programs. We know that just like the third grade or fourth grade, we know if someone's made it or not. And they're ready to graduate. Some people will lie to us. Some people will pull one over on us. These things happen sometimes. I can't say we're, every single time they've done an amazing job, but I'm just saying that we have our standards that we try to uphold. And I think that is important and something that other programs should do. Because if your expectation is just that the guy's going to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner and go to meetings, the morning, afternoon, and evening meeting, and maybe chat and maybe not chat and maybe contribute and really, are they getting anything out of it or not? Maybe you sit down with him in his meeting and he says, yeah, I'm getting a little bit out of it. Okay, great. Keep going. Oh, the 30th day he's gone. We did what we could do. I just think that is an approach that isn't as workable. as if you have specific standards where you let them know from the beginning, hey, this is what has to be done for you to progress. And at Elevate, they understand that it's not just progress in the program, it's progress in their life. These things have to be addressed for you to regain the trust of your loved ones, right? And they know what that is true. They understand that. They may not want to deal with it. They may feel guilty. They may feel ashamed. They may feel all these things. And we say, well, you can do it today, or you can do it tomorrow, or you can do it the next day, right? But you're not doing anything else until you do that. And they'll, okay, they get it real quick. And I would say 99.5% of the time, they are grateful that we pushed them out of their comfort zone and made them deal with it. Even if they weren't ready, even if they didn't feel like they could do it, they are grateful to not only be able to continue on their program and learn something else, because that was really difficult. And boy, I want to read some stuff instead of talk to my parents right now. But they know deep down that that is what needed to be done for me to keep progressing in my life and on my program. And we were very careful when we put those exercises together. Another thing I want to address is that, unfortunately, the way things work, and we've navigated around this at Elevate because we've had to, the insurance companies dictate what you have to be doing in order to be considered treatment. So they won't pay me if, instead of doing what they require me to do in order to get paid, if I do other things. If we just did a fitness boot camp and, a hike and some exercise, some nutrition classes and things like that could be very effective for them, I'm not going to get paid because that's not the medical services that the insurance company deems necessary for me to get paid. That they expect that they will be getting therapy, meetings, and meds, and lots of paperwork. That's what they expect. So, okay, we do those things because we have to do those things, and we do them with integrity. But then we also do other things that we believe will help our clients, even though we're not getting paid for them, because we want them to get the best chance at success. And because of that, the days at Elevate are rather long, because we have the day essentially that the insurance companies have us deliver. And then we have, they are good services. We deliver our meetings and our therapy and our classes and things like that. They are applicable. We've learned to navigate all that so that we are delivering what we believe is the best quality of care that also fits the insurance company's standards. There's no funny business here. But I would just say we do more on top of that, because we believe certain things that we will not get paid for that time are still very effective to our clients, such as mindfulness, such as the role of exercise and nutrition, taking care of your body, the body-mind-spirit connection. Those things are all very important. And if we did the program without those things, it would not be as effective. So we decide to do that anyway. And that's what I mean by having a standard for Elevate. Elevate is not a perfect program. Not everybody who gets out of there is, sober. We've have our challenges like any other program, but we do have a standard, and I would recommend that programs have a specific standard, a specific curriculum, a specific set of tasks that need to be accomplished in order for someone to move forward. And everybody that works there is on that same page. You don't have one therapist or clinician saying, why are we making this guy do this? He really needs to just deal with this. No, everybody knows that this is the program. This is how it's laid out. All things will be addressed in time and in a very specific order. And we've done that. And any clinician who is in the company that doesn't agree or doesn't align with that either needs to be retrained or doesn't last long because they have a different philosophy as ours. So our clients actually resonate with our standards. They enjoy the fact that we have standards. They know when they've made it. They are proud. They have a big smile on their face. It's sort of like after you've run a marathon, or maybe, I don't know, marathon's an extreme example, but you've done something physically challenging and you probably could have faked it, but you didn't. You did it right. You did it the way it was supposed to be done, and you made it. And you have that look on your face of accomplishment. And that's what our clients have when they complete phases of the program. So that's what I ask that other programs try to achieve, and others have that. I would just say that there's others that don't, and it would be great if they did.